everyone, to a Dose of Wisdom Real Estate Podcast. I am your host, David Stein, and today we have the privilege of having as our guest, Bess Freedman. Throughout your career in real estate, what were some of the ways that you were able to create a competitive advantage over other people in your industry?
I mean, it's not just me. Obviously, it's the team, the people that you work with. I think that matters so much.
Right.
But I think the one thing I will give myself credit for is work ethic. Is just, I don't think anybody will outwork me ever. My willingness to show up, work hard, want to win, do a great job, care about the quality of what we do. It's not just what we achieve, but how we achieve it. And I think, I think our culture and the environment here is sort of special. And I think the people you work with makes all the difference. It's not me, it's we, it's all of us. And I think that's been very helpful to my career, is being around having the right people to support what you're doing, what you're trying to build.
Right. The fact that you identified that was the most important thing, I think played a role in you getting ahead. Have you experienced any challenges in your career, and how did you bounce back from them?
I mean, who hasn't? Hello, it's called life, and
Right.
I have challenges going on right now. There's challenges always, because you can't avoid, personal, professional. You have challenges at work. Sometimes you have challenges at home. If you have children, you have parents, you have family, friends, there's always challenges going on. And it's really how your attitude and how you handle it. And I've been knocked down so many times. And it's how you get up and keep going back and dealing with stuff. But yes, challenges all the time. And sometimes your mind is better equipped to deal with it than others. But for me, the saving grace, and it's like a religion for me, is so physical activity, is working out. It's like I have a boxing coach, Udi, who I love, who helps me. And I also do my own sort of workouts. And in that place, in that environment, I feel I'm at my best. I feel good. I can think through things.
It helps motivate you.
I always say that emotion comes from motion, right?
Right.
So when you move and do and all that, I'm right now trying to get my son to, adopt this strategy of getting into the gym. It makes such a difference. But I think that's helped with challenges, really that. And the other thing is writing. I like to memorialize or put down my feelings sometimes and what's going on. Sometimes there's turmoil, but I think that you can sort things out if you write things down and and give yourself some space and that kind of thing. Take care of yourself. So you've had challenges too, David. Who hasn't? I mean,
yes, 100%.
Person who has no challenges is not living.
Right.
And that adversity, every single time, is the thing that enlarges who you are as a person. When you get past that, when you get through it and you're on the other side of it, it's like you're bigger, you're better, you understand the challenge. And so you can relate to somebody in a different way because you've been through something. And so those challenges are gifts. Although sometimes I do wake up and say, please, I don't want to learn anything more today. Let me just get a pass for today, but every day there's challenges. And so we all have them.
Okay. Yeah. Great answer, and very true. So as the CEO of Brown Harris Stevens, what are some of the ways that you have set out to help the company thrive?
A lot of different things. One is obviously having the right people in the right seats, getting the right people on the bus for the job, like what we're doing. And so I've been able to, with the team, obviously get the right people in place. And also when I came in as CEO more than 5 years ago, it was also removing some people that were in the wrong spot, which is always hard. So I think that was important. And we're still have some of that to do. It's always about, you have to keep innovating and be creative. And so we need to have the right people doing that stuff. So that's one of the ways. And I rely heavily on, marketing, the PR people, my tech people, all of that stuff. And then the executives who are the leaders are incredible, who inspire the agents, and the agents inspire us. So it's kind of a little bit of all of that. It's, again, I keep saying it's a team sport, but it really is. It's never, even though I'm the person people look at because I'm the CEO, it's all of us. I'm not able to do my job without the support of Alan Kersner, the COO, and
Right.
Paul and all the other, and Kevin and all the other people. So I would just say it's the right people. And also, when you make a mistake, which we've made, having like we've used, like, let's say we got a technology that wasn't working,
Right.
knowing when it's not working and saying, okay, we're getting rid of that, and we're start
Right.
making those
Being
mistakes and
able to
saying,
move on quickly.
yeah, because we have done that. Sometimes we've made some mistakes, and so we're like, okay, we got to get, move on from that. But being able to do that in and of itself is golden. It's good. It's
Right.
like, that's what you got to work towards. And that's kind of what we do here. We're able to do that here.
Right.
And I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, well, I could relate to that. Sometimes I like adopt either a marketing strategy and I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, and I quickly move on, and I realize it's for the best. So I could definitely relate. Um, what advice would you give to someone starting out in real estate now?
Yeah, I would say to someone who's just getting into the biz that coming into the office, I would associate with a firm, that has offices. I think that's
Mhm.
good. Office culture, go into the office, get to know your colleagues, get to know other agents, go to open houses, volunteer to help people with them, especially because you're new. Get involved with REBNY, the Real Estate Board of New York, take
Right.
classes, learn more, go to as many like new development open houses, get to know the inventory. You want to be fluent with the inventory. Can't say that enough, because the inventory is, you want to be smarter than everybody.
Right.
And the other thing is, you want to make a lot of friendships, relationships with everyone. I mean, people at Douglas Elliman, at Corcoran, Brown Harris, Compass, everywhere. It matters because you want to be able to show listings, and you want to have good rapport with people. You want to be respected. It is a relationship business in every way. So I would encourage that. And
Mhm.
if you do all those things, go to the office, learn as much as you can, show up, work hard, pay
Right.
attention. You can be successful. There's no doubt,
Right.
but you can't do it part-time. This is not a job that you can do kind of. You gotta be all in on it. You really,
Mhm.
if you want to, be, Lisa Littman and John Berger and all the other people, you really have to be all in on what you do.
You mentioned going to the office. What's your take on like the post-COVID culture about whether people should go to the office or not go to the office, or part-time, or something in between?
Well, I know, we got into this because it was a default to work from home, and that saved, a lot of people during that time. We had to work that way until we didn't have to, and then everybody came back to the office. I'm trying to encourage more agents to come back, but I do think there's something really lost when people don't come into the office.
Right.
Doesn't mean it has to be rigid every day, but I think you get so much from coming in because you look at people in the eyes, you sit down and
Right.
have food together. How are you? How's your family? Is something going on? Sometimes
Right.
you share.
You develop more meaningful relationships.
Yeah, and also for a company like ours, that our culture is really what we're so proud of. You can't build culture from Zooms and from phone calls.
Right.
Uh, you really need to sit with each other, talk to each other, sometimes argue, whatever it is. And so also you want to support, the restaurants that are around your neighborhood. When you
Right.
come to the office, you want to keep the infrastructure, you want to support the MTA and everything. And I think it's important to do it. I think it's important to come in. And also, as human beings, we need it. We
Right.
need it. Doesn't mean on a Friday you can't say, okay, I'm going to work from home, or I'm, with my kids today. I get that. It's great that you can do that. But for the most part, it feels really good to come in and see colleagues. I love when I walk around. I mean, there's not a lot of people here this week because I think it's the holiday weekend. People are away, but it
Right.
feels so good when you see agents and you see executives and people here together. There's something about connection as
Right.
humans that it just brings out the best in us, and it can inspire you, you know. It's like it's energy. It's like when you walk down the street, if you say hi to a stranger or good morning, all of that changes the course of your day, just like it does if you come into the office. If you come into the office and you don't talk to other people, it's kind of, it defeats the purpose. So I'm a big proponent of coming back in. We required it for
Mhm.
of our employees, and I think it only helps you.
Okay. Well, thank you again for taking the time, and for your words of wisdom.
Hope.
Um,
Can only hope.
yes. And hopefully we could have you again sometime.
Love it. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of the holiday weekend.
All right. Take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.